Hello and welcome. My name is Michelle. I am your emotional resilience coach, and it is fantastic to have you join me today. I get asked a lot, how do I know that I'm in a relationship with a narcissist? So today I thought I would give you 7 points that are good indicators that you might just be in a relationship with a narcissist. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, the notifications button. And if there's anybody that you feel this could help, please do share. All right, number 1 that I wrote is rage. Now, just because a person is angry or a person has a lot of angry moments does not necessarily mean that they are a narcissist, but I mean blind rage where they're not getting their own way, and so they throw temper tantrums a lot. And this could be abusive. Either it is criticizing, belittling, name calling. It is normally an emotional abusive thing. They become verbally abusive, they attack, they are quite nasty, and there is nothing that anyone can do to placate them. They just go into these blind rages. And the worst thing is that you're actually not sure when this is going to come. You just know that it is. You can feel there's normally a telltale. Either they'll start clenching their jaws and you can see in their jawline that it gets this tension up and down. They might fidget, pace, sigh a lot. There's a tension in the air that you will feel. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the stare. Narcissists like to use the stare. It's supposed to be a form of intimidation. I had a client who called me once. She was dealing with a colleague, and she said to me, it was weird and very unnerving how she went dead. She asked this colleague if she knew where something was, and this colleague turned around and looked at her and said to her, "What are you implying?" And the look behind her eyes was just dead. It was blank. And she just stared her down. It's supposed to be a form of intimidation, a form of manipulation. It's to scare you into backing down, backing away, not asking these questions. Because a narcissist is beyond reproach, right? They don't like to feel that they owe anyone anything. They're not going to answer for anything. They're not accountable for anything. That is a no-go zone entirely. Do not put them on a spot. You will get the stare or possibly rage or a mixture of both. If you don't get that, the third tactic that they like to use is a form of the silent treatment. So you will get the cold shoulder. Most likely, a lot of narcissists will cut people off and out their life, but for the smallest things, the smallest reasons, and they will justify it, even if they have to make up a story about why they've cut that person out of their lives. Most likely, the person is not playing the game. You're not dancing to the Pied Piper. You're not easily manipulated. You're not being malleable enough for them. You may be asking too many questions, or you're standing up to them, or there's something that they're getting resistance from you in some way, and they don't like it. And so they will make up a story about why it is that they're cutting you off entirely. It's a story to justify their actions to themselves and to everybody else if questioned. So that is also a big red flag. You're dealing with a narcissist. The other one is they will turn everything onto you. So if they, for example, are cheating on you, maybe you have a spouse or you're in a relationship with someone and they are the ones that are cheating on you, they will become very defensive and they will question you and put you on the spot and make you feel like you're going crazy. They'll want to check your phone, check your emails. Where have you been? Who have you seen? Who have you spoken to? There will be a lot of antagonism towards you. You're lying. Everything basically that they're doing will be something that they believe you are doing, and they will turn it all on you. They have guilt. They are scared of being caught out, and so to take the focus off of themselves, they're going to put the focus on you and make it all about you, and it becomes a very messy, very confusing, place. Most people who've been embroiled with a narcissist will say things like, I felt like I was going crazy. I didn't understand where it was coming from, why this was happening. All right. Another thing that you will find yourself doing is apologizing a lot. You will find that you are saying sorry for absolutely everything, and you have no idea what it is you're sorry for. You're just trying to keep the peace, and so it seems like the best thing to do is just to say sorry, and you're saying sorry for every little thing, things that aren't even yours. I dated a guy when I was 19, 20 years old, and he would do the silent treatment regularly. He would get himself in a mood, and he would turn, and I would be treated poorly, or he would give me the cold shoulder. There would be a meanness, there would be a nastiness, and I would be terribly confused. And I would sit at the edge of my bed and I would cry, and I would say, but I don't understand. I haven't done anything. And he would say, exactly. Right? I write about this in my book. If you are interested, please do get my book, Who Are You Beneath the Pain? I do speak about in there some entanglements that I have had with narcissists. Go down to the link below, check out Amazon, and let me know what you think of the book. It was a journey to write it, and I hope that it helps you. All right, another thing that they like to do is they will be better at everything than you. This was something my stepfather used to do. He was a true blue through and through narcissist. I speak about him mostly in my book and my interactions with him. One of the things he used to do was he would wake me up late at night when I was fast asleep, and I would be tired, I'd be groggy, I'd be really small, I'd have school the next day, and he would call me into his room, and he'd be sitting on a brown recliner, and he would lean back, and he would give me the stare, that stare down that I spoke, this you are nothing stare, and then he would tell me how I am nothing, how I will never be better at him than anything, and he would list all the ways and virtues that he feels he is so superior, and how I would never beat him at anything. All right, this is something that they love to do. They were always the best at everything. They will always one up you. There was nobody better than them. There's nobody grander than them. There's nobody who's seen more than them. There's nobody who's done more than them, right? Narcissists are always the greatest at everything. Obviously, this comes from an incredibly secure place, but they feel, I suppose maybe late at night, he felt really terrible about himself, or he felt he was in a weak position, or whatever place he felt he was in, and he decided to let me know that he was always going to be the greatest. And last but not least, for me, which is a massive, massive red flag, and this is oftentimes, I feel that narcissists work on a spectrum. You get different levels of narcissists. Sometimes lower down, they might just have some of the traits, but as you go further up the ladder and they move more towards being a sociopath, this trait will come up more and more prevalently in everything, and that is there is no remorse, zero remorse. They will pull you through the mud and they will justify it. They will say the ugliest, nastiest, meanest things about you. They will justify it. They will make up stories about you. They will make up stories about your family. They will say and do whatever they need to make everybody believe that their behavior has a reason behind it, that there is something behind what they're doing that has substance to it. Meanwhile, there isn't anything. They make up the most ridiculous stories. And there is absolutely zero remorse. They will build you up to be the monster so that they can justify their actions and their behaviors. And they will let you know that you are a terrible human being and you deserve everything that they dish out to you, all the bad behavior that they have. There is no empathy, no remorse, no accountability on their part. Everything is your fault. All right, these are just some of the ways, some of them I do discuss in my book. Do check it out. Who am I beneath the pain? Who are you beneath the pain? Do you know? Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, the notifications button. Come on over to Instagram. Say hi to me there at the Emotional Resilience Coach. Send me a direct message if there is something that you would like covered, if there's something you'd like expanded upon, if there was something that maybe you're just looking for a little bit of clarity on. Have a empowered day.